A man took his own life after becoming the face of gooning. Let's talk about it. I want you to imagine a beautiful place. A beautiful place where a man can buy good coffee and delicious drinks, and the people making those drinks are beautiful, scantily clad women who are more than happy to help. Well, this place exists, and there are what's known as bikini barista coffee shops. Now, despite some people feeling as if bikini barista coffee shops are in bad taste or are degrading, the fact of the matter is they're pretty innocent in the grand scheme of things. These women working as bikini baristas do so by choice, and the customers get a great service. So as long as the men visiting these establishments behave, there shouldn't be any problems. But that's where the issue comes in. Men. Sometimes, the men who visit bikini baristas like to take things overboard, and there's more than just a couple of horror stories to come out of these coffee shops. But there's one specific incident which is probably the most infamous story to ever come out of one of these. Enter a man named Nautica Malone. Born September 23rd, 1997, Nautica Malone was a married man with 2 kids, and to his peers, he was a seemingly normal, chill guy. He liked sports, hanging out with friends, yeah, just like a normal, chill guy. But unknown to his friends and family, Nautica was about to do something that was going to change his and his family's lives forever. On January 8th, 2025, Malone visited a bikini coffee shop in Tempe, Arizona named Bikini Beans Coffee. But as he pulled up to the barista who was there to take his order, she noticed Nautica had no pants on. It was at this point that the manager pulled out her phone and started recording.
Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call 911.
The manager ended up catching Nautica fully exposed and seemingly feeling on himself during their interaction. Nautica ended up speeding off after being confronted by the manager, but not before the manager was able to get his license plate. After the interaction, the video ended up getting posted online and quickly went viral, with seemingly everyone talking about the quote, bikini barista gooner. Now, it's important for me to pause the story here so I can explain to the older people watching what gooning is. Gooning is more or less the act of self-pleasure, although a bit more extreme, basically as if the self-pleasure is the only thing that matters in the world. And in turn, gooning sometimes leads gooners to chase even more extreme circumstances to achieve their finish. Now, this isn't the only aspect of gooning, but it's the most important aspect to know for this video, and I can't get much more in depth or else YouTube's gonna be really mad at me, although something tells me this video is gonna get demonetized. Anyway, for the next 2 days, the video of Nautica at the drive-thru became one of the most talked about moments online, with the video being talked about and shared by people all over the world. Everyone, and I mean everyone, had caught Nautica with his pants around his ankles. Memes ensued and were shared all over the internet. There was even a Fortnite reenactment of it.
Good. Have you been before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Call 911.
But just 2 days later, this story took a surprisingly dark turn.
It's a story that's making international headlines tonight. Police say a man took his own life after getting caught committing a sex crime in the drive-thru of a coffee shop in Tempe, and video of him was posted online.
Nautica Malone had taken his own life following the video of his visit to Bikini Beans going viral. As the story goes, Nautica called his brother at some point on January 11th, where he told his brother that he loved him, and then told him to quote, pull up. The call only lasted a few moments, but his brother noted that Nautica didn't sound like his usual self. The interaction worried Nautica's brother, who contacted Nautica's wife and got his location from her, to which he promptly drove to where he was. But when he arrived to the location, he discovered that his brother had taken his own life via gunshot wound to the head. Nautica's brother promptly called police, but it was already too late. Nautica was gone. Both the 911 call from Nautica's brother, as well as the body cam footage of the police arriving, were eventually released online by TMZ and show the panic of his brother in horrific detail.
Okay, so earlier I got a phone call from him and I was asleep. I missed it. I called him back when I woke up. He was like, brother, he's like, can you pull up, bro? And I'm like, yeah, I can pull up. What's wrong? He was like, nothing. Can you just pull up and call me when you get here?
Did he sound like not normal?
Yes,
or?
he didn't sound like, he sounded like something. You could tell something was wrong. So when I get to his house, he's not there. He said that he went to the dispo. I sit there, I chop it up with her for a minute. We text him, we call him, he's not responding. I was like, I'm gonna go to McDonald's and get something to eat because he's waiting on him to get back to start dinner. She sent me, I called him, I was at McDonald's, he didn't answer. I texted him, he didn't answer. She called me and was like, have you spoken to your brother? I'm like, no, I'm getting worried. Send me his location. What dispo is he at? She sent me the location to this dispo. I came over here and I was riding around and I seen this car and I just pulled up because I'm like, I know that's his car. And then that's when I seen this.
Okay.
It's also reported that just hours after Nautica took his own life, Nautica's family confronted the staff at Bikini Bean's coffee shop, more or less blaming them for Nautica's death. Bikini Bean's Coffee posted the following on Twitter in response to the Nautica Malone incident. This was an unfortunate and tragic situation. As a company, the safety of our employees is always our top priority. In this case, an individual chose to commit a crime at one of our locations. We take incidents like this very seriously and remain committed to protecting our team and maintaining a safe and respectful environment. Thank you for your continued support. The story of Nautica taking his own life found its way to the internet, only adding fuel to the already infernoing fire that the original video caused. But Nautica Malone's death brought with it a new wave of memes. But instead, these new memes championed Nautica, who was officially dubbed the Goonlord. These memes seemingly blamed Bikini Beans for the death of Nautica, saying that they are murderers for posting the video online. The memes grew so big that some people online decided to hold an actual candlelight vigil / quote protest against goonicide for Malone, and the vigil was to be held where else than Bikini Bean's Coffee. Flyers for the so-called Gooneral were shared online, boasting it would be one final goon bye. And on January 26th, 2025, a lot of people actually showed up. Tons of videos from the Goonlord Memorial were shared online and showed dozens of people partaking in the memorial service for Malone.
Hallowed be thy day. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be served, on earth as it is in Jorkbay. Deliver us from the goonicide. Amen.
Amen.
Eventually though, the police shut down the Gooneral, but that didn't stop the wave of harassment Bikini Beans faced over the next few weeks, as people continued visiting Bikini Beans Coffee in support of Nautica, some of which went as far as to argue with the workers.
I can't get a water cup.
We don't allow filming. Were you here last night?
No, what's that?
Yeah. Go ahead and turn off.
I can't goon! I can't goon! You killed that man! 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 R.I.P. Nautica!
In the time since, Nautica has gone down as the face of gooning and actually has a bit of a cult following. As for Bikini Beans Coffee, the brand is still alive and well, and the one in Tempe, Arizona is still open to this very day. And they're still feeling the effects of the Goonlord supporters. Ultimately, Nautica's only legacy on this earth is being the Goonlord, and that is just insane. And with the end of our story, our lesson for today is simple. Don't expose yourself to people who aren't consenting to being exposed to. If you do, you might end up becoming the face of gooning. And if you're willing to be naked in public, you also gotta be willing to have your naked bits posted online. And ultimately, you need to use your brain to think, not your dong. And that's gonna do it for today. So thank you guys for joining me for Weird Web Storytime. I enjoy telling these weird internet stories, so if you have a story you'd like to be told, leave it in the comments below. And while you're at it, like the video and subscribe. This video is getting demonetized, so just subscribe. It'll make up for the money. Patreon, Instagram, merch store. These are the links. And if you liked the video, go check out another Weird Web story time like this one right here. But I think that's gonna do it, so thank you guys for watching. Until next time, and as always, remember, Kobe sucks.
Hey, Kobe. You remember the ritual? I don't think that was the permanent ritual.